What I enjoy most about being the expert on starch is trying to find what the unmet needs of the consumer are, and being able to find what that unmet need is and trying to solve it and finding a solution gives a lot of satisfaction.
What are the biggest trends for starch products now, and why is it important?
The biggest trend for starch products recently has been the consumers looking for label-friendly starches. The consumers are looking for products that they can recognize and are familiar with. Cargill is trying to address the trend for label-friendly products we are in the process of developing and have already launched a few label-friendly starches. The greatest opportunity for label-friendly starches is relooking at native starches. In the past, modified starches have played a great role in solving a lot of problems in the food system, and now relooking at the properties of native starches has helped us understand their properties better and leverage them. Some of the innovations in starch have been in the convenience area, where we've been able to use native starches in the place of modified starch. In the convenience space, where there are dressings and sauces that go through a lot of freeze-thaw, we need a starch that will withstand that. And in the past, modified starches have worked really well, and now we've been able to leverage native starches to really function like modified starch and withstand the freezing and thaw cycles that these products go through.
What do you need to consider when choosing a starch ingredient for a product?
So when choosing a good starch, you always start with the consumer in mind as to what is the consumer going to see in the end, what is the product. And then looking at what else goes into the product, what are the other ingredients that go into the product, and then what state is the product in. Is it frozen, is it refrigerated, or is it shelf stable? And then going back to our customer on how they process it. Is it going through a high temperature, a high shear? Is it an acidic environment? And then trying to figure out which starch is going to survive all these processes and at the same time deliver the consumer the experience that they're looking for. Convenience foods are foods that normally go from the freezer to a microwave or stovetop or an oven that the consumer uses, and texture is really important for them because they go through a huge transformation from a frozen to a different state. And in the frozen state, the ice crystals that form can really damage the texture. And when you reheat it, you want the starch to be able to deliver the consumer the texture they're looking for. In the past, modified starches have worked really well, where they've been able to hold the moisture in the product through the freeze-thaw cycle, and when the consumer heats it up at home, it delivers the texture that they're looking for. Now we are able to deliver a similar texture that the modified starches have given by using potato and tapioca starches, and give a similar experience for the consumer. There is still opportunity to expand this into other product categories and offerings. What I'm most excited about is we have a pipeline of products that we're building on to deliver to the space. And this is a really challenging space, but I'm really happy to see that we are prioritizing this and working on this. Hi, I'm Shiva Elayedath, Senior Technical Services Manager, Starches.